Undisputed champion Devin Haney says, do your homework. Lomachenko went to the hospital after they fought. Wow. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So a fan posted some highlights of Devin Haney and Lomachenko, and the caption reads, Devin Haney's body work played a key role in defending the undisputed title against Vasily Lomachenko #boxing. Devin Haney seen this some way, and he replied. He says, do your homework. Lomachenko went to the hospital after the fight, but they don't want you to know that. And he's covering his eyes. Now, that's definitely something they don't want you to know. The reason I'm saying that is because I didn't know that. There were no previous reports or anything that suggested that until Devin Haney revealed it. Lomachenko's manager and friend, Egis Klimas, seen this and decided to react to Devin Haney saying Lomachenko was in the hospital. Now, here's what he said, and he didn't deny that Lomachenko went to the hospital to get checked out. He said, Devin, wow, you got correct information. We did go to the hospital and we was looking for you just to make sure you are okay. You've been punched so many times into your head, but we've been told that the ambulances took you to a different hospital. We was worried about you. Well, he says we was worried about you. Language barrier. We was worried about you. How about a rematch? Scary. So he calling Devin Haney scary. Finally, Devin Haney responded, I was at home having a threesome. Oh, wow. So Devin Haney, he responded and said Lomachenko went to the hospital, and Lomachenko's team fired back and said, you was at the hospital. You went to a different hospital. Stop faking for the people. You know, so I don't really know the details of if Devin Haney went to the hospital. I wasn't aware that Lomachenko went to the hospital afterwards, but seeing how his manager didn't deny it and he said you got correct information, then I'm going to take what Devin Haney's saying plus what Team Lomachenko is saying as, okay, Lomachenko did go to the hospital to get checked out, which is pretty pertinent information, I would say, because there's some people who believe that the fight was so close, and some people were saying, oh, it was a robbery. I mean, you guys tell me in the history of boxing, the fight that you felt was not close and it was this egregious robbery where the person who was allegedly robbed went to the hospital for checkups. Because if you're going to the hospital, nobody's going to fight and not get touched and then go to the hospital. The only time you're going to the hospital, because yeah, you got medicals and stuff where they take your urine, take your blood, stuff like that, but that's not going to the hospital. I've been in the fighter's locker room and watched that, you know, and that's completely different than the ambulance taking you to the hospital for MRIs and CAT scans and analysis. Those are like extra precautions if you took a lot of punishment and they need to check you, check your vision, check your brain, make sure there's no hemorrhaging, things like that. So completely different things as opposed to just routine post-fight medicals. So to learn that Lomachenko actually went to the hospital, it's pretty interesting because me personally, I never said that the fight was a robbery. Other people did, and they really ran with that, said, oh, it's a horrible, horrific robbery, and this is why people are going to UFC. Listen, it was a close fight. It was a fight of halves. Devin Haney came out smoking. Body shots really stifled Lomachenko. Lomachenko showed some heart in the later rounds, similar to what he did with Teofimo Lopez, and that shored it up and made it close. He even hurt Devin Haney later in the fight, but Devin Haney's young. He's champion-hearted, so he didn't go anywhere. He didn't get dropped. He didn't get knocked out. You know, getting hurt is getting hurt. I think a lot of people spend too much time on the whole getting hurt business. Who cares? It's the hurt business. Who cares if you get hurt? You know, if you get hurt and knocked out and don't know what to do, then that's completely different. Or if you're not fighting elite level people or notable, you know, guys with respectable power or any type of power, and you're getting hurt, then, you know, people are going to say you have a glass chin. But to get hurt in a sport of pugilism and fisticuffs, it's not really that shocking. You know, Lomachenko has stopped some guys. He hurt Richard Comey, right? He hurt Jose Pedraza. So the fact that he was able to put some punches, and they say the punch that hurts you the most of the punches you don't see coming. And Lomachenko, he has kind of his own style. So it's a chance that he gets a combination in or a certain punch and the person didn't see coming, so they couldn't brace for it or anticipate it. So needless to say, I thought it was a close fight. It could have went either way, 115, 113, have it a draw. It was that type of fight. But to learn that Lomachenko was at the hospital, that hurts his whole campaign about, oh, I was robbed. And, you know, his team, of course, they're going to push for the rematch. Devin Haney said he's likely moving to 140. We know from the Lomachenko fight, and I was making videos, it looks like he's draining himself in order to stay at that weight. So I don't see him continuing to do that unless it's a big opportunity. He just beat Lomachenko. You know, let's see if Lomachenko wants to move up to 140 pounds. See, like, my thing is this, people in boxing got it twisted. If Devin Haney, the judges favored him, he won a close fight versus Lomachenko. So why can't Lomachenko make a concession? He already offered up, Devin Haney already offered up all of his titles to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko was considered a guy with all this amateur experience and 2 gold medals and stuff like that, and more pro experience. Devin Haney been there, done that. So his team can keep calling Devin Haney scary, but at the end of the day, he already has a win over you. So if you want to fight him again, fight him at 140, you know? Lomachenko's already had belts, so it's not like he needs belts. You know, oh, I'm going to stay at 35. I know that's what they'll probably say. Oh, I want to stay at 35 because I want to be undisputed. But guess what? If Devin Haney gets stripped of the titles or forced to relinquish the titles, it's going to be very hard to do Thanos and get all the Infinity Stones in one person's hand. It's going to be really hard because some could go to PBC, some could be Shakur Stevenson with Top Rank, and then you have to beat a guy like Shakur, and likely you're going to have to beat him and he's not going to have every piece of the puzzle. It's seldom in boxing like Errol Spence. He did the heavy lifting and had 3 belts in his possession, and Terrence Crawford had 1, and then that one fight, you collect them all. But that doesn't always work like that, especially if, like, you look at 140. Regis Prograis got a belt with the WBC. You got Subriel Matias has a belt, and so on and so forth. So the belts, when they're dispersed amongst several fighters, it becomes harder to assemble. Let me know what you guys think of Lomachenko being hurt to the point of needing to go to the hospital for a checkup. His face was definitely all tattered up. I don't know why people keep calling him the Matrix. He be getting touched, and people say Devin Haney don't have no power, but Lomachenko's face was all battered looking. And then now we find out he went to the hospital. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. On the screen, you will see some other videos I've done. Check those out. Subscribe to the channel Mount. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.